Hey everybody, this is Erica from the Classy Climb blog. Listen, we're going to do a quick one today talking about 23 sales to $250,000 a year. 23 sales a day. Some people are going to go, 23, Erica? That's so big. That's so high. That's too many. All right, but before we get into that, definitely you guys check out the Classy Climb School, courses on how to start a business from scratch, how to stand out, and get the use attraction marketing to bring people to you, right? Also, we got some good things on there. One-page business plan, how to put together a business plan to show that your social media company, that your platform, that your brand is viable, and show them sales from online, your online business reports, and show them, hey, I am viable. I do deserve this loan. I am qualified. So, but back to what we're talking about. 23 sales a day times $30 is $250,000. And some people will go, what, Erica? Are you kidding me? That's all? That's all. So a lot of times people will see a t-shirt company has 100 different t-shirt designs and probably 10 of them are the best sellers. Sometimes people will see an author with 10 or 12 books and I wonder how much money they make a year. Sometimes people will see they'll just see different online businesses and they'll go, how does this person monetize this? How do they make money? How do they make a living? Well, listen, if they can have a product for $30 and they can sell 23 of them a day, that's $250,000. Imagine if you just fell short of that and did half that, right? Your goal is 23 a day, but you did half that. You got $125,000 a year at that point. So don't overlook small sales. Don't overlook certain numbers. A lot of times you see all these people talking about, I'm an FBA Amazon millionaire. I have had 10 million in sales. I've had $1 million in sales. I'm making six figures, and I want to go, thanks for posting that screenshot of your sales. Now post me a screenshot of your profit, because a lot of those people aren't making that much. They're just not. Like, there's a thing, I went to a conference and I probably pissed some people off, but while I was at the conference, I was like, well, if we're all making all this money, are we investing in real estate? Are we investing in apartments? Are we investing in housing? Let me tell you, half those people there were living in apartments and said they didn't have enough down payment for a house because it's all tied up in their business. Are you serious? You're telling me in a conference full of people where you're telling me you're a six-figure earner that you don't have $10,000, $20,000, or $30,000 for a down payment on anything? Nothing. Not even in your small hometown where your parents live. You can't afford to buy anything there. You can't afford to buy a condo, FHA loan. This is what I'm talking about. People, don't fall for this stuff you're seeing on Facebook where people are telling you they're making millions of dollars, but they have no fruits. Now, they got vacations and they got a BMW, but I know dudes who are managers at Lowe's who have BMWs. I know dudes who are managers at Taco Bell with BMWs. Cars don't prove to me anything. And people say all the time, oh, Eric, you don't know what you're talking about. Listen, cars to me don't prove anything. When you start really saying I'm a millionaire, but you don't have any real estate, you can't show me where you have this massive stock, monthly dividend stock, or a lending club account. You can't show me any like assets. Because when people say I'm a millionaire, I mean, are you a millionaire in the true sense, which is net worth? Can I see, and easily, listen, and people can front on that too. Let's be really honest. Someone could sit there and buy a $400,000 house in Houston, Texas, and have, 3 BMWs, and have a life insurance policy, and look on paper and say, whoa, I'm a millionaire. I have these 3 cars. They're all valued at $40,000. I have this $400,000 house. I've got this, $500,000 life insurance policy. Oh, I'm a millionaire. When really, if the shit hit the fan tomorrow, could they liquidate that stuff? Could they have access to that money? Most likely not. Most likely leverage to the gills. So I want you to be careful on that slope too, because many people will say, well, Erica, I'm a millionaire. Listen, I'll even tell you, I've got $1 million life insurance policy on my life. And people go, why do you do that? Because I just don't want my family burdened with any funeral cost. I don't want them to look up and say, well, there was this one debt you had and it took us out because they sued your estate. I know people in those situations where mom and daddy had a house, and because mom and dad owned something, $20,000 somewhere, they came back and sued the estate, and the family just had to get rid of the house because they just could not afford to hold it. They could not afford to make payments on it. And I'll be doing some interview series here pretty close to South by Southwest, because I'm really wanting to tackle the whole, hey, when mom and dad gets old, we'll just put them in a rest home and use their Medicaid and Medicare for that. I'm sorry. They're wanting you to sell every single asset that was in your parents' name. And sometimes you can't sell the assets fast enough to get them into the rest home. That's why those people are making a ton of money on building those little mom and dad suites on the side of the home. Because the interest is like, do I sell up everything mom and dad owns and put it in my name, even if it's a bunch of debt? Or do I put her on the back of the house and have home health care come? Most people want to keep their parents at home. So, I mean, that's a lot of people's why, right? So look, the $250,000 is simpler than you think. It's just 23 sales a day, $30 a pop. Some of you gonna say, well, Eric, I've got a $100 program, or I've got $400 a month consulting. Yeah, well, if you got that $400 a month consulting, if you just have 10 people, you've got $4,000, and you're good to go. So, you're good to go as far as a moving, livable amount of income, and you'll be okay. But what are you doing for the long term? What are you doing for the investments? What are you doing to get to the $1 million salaries? $1 million in net worth. So look, I just want to do that quick one. Throw it out there. It's really simpler than you think. And a lot of times people go, Erica, I just want to make $100,000. What about $100,000? If you want to make $100,000, it's $11 an hour, 24 hours a day, every single day of the year. If you can make $300 a day, 365 days a year, you've got $100,000, and you're there. So if that's more shootable for you, a lot of people want to hit the 685 a day, but if you can hit 300 a day, you're still doing pretty good. So this is Erica, Classy Climb Blog. You guys have a great night.